Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Maddie and I make cash stuffing content here on YouTube. I also have an Etsy shop where I make and sell cash stuffing items and accessories, so definitely check it out if you haven't done so already. I will go ahead and post my Etsy shop link in the description box down below. Alright, so today's video is going to be a cash condensing, and I'm going to be real honest with you guys. I have not done one of these in a really long time. Yeah, I think it's been a couple months. So yeah, please just give me grace if I mess up. Yeah, we're just still trying to get back into the swing of things over here. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys a couple of things that I use whenever I do a cash condensing, because cash condensings, they do take like a lot of brain work to do. So first things first, I need my calculator. You guys know I do not do math. I'm very bad at math, so this thing comes in handy. And then I need a piece of paper. So I'm actually using the back side of my cash planning worksheet, just so that I can, you know, save a little bit of paper, don't have to get a new one. And then I love using placeholders. So this is where I keep my placeholders. This pouch is from the Luxe Dollar. I purchased it in her mystery sale box, and this came with it. So yeah, I put all of my placeholders in here. So these ones are from all of my friends in the community. Some of them are from me as well, but yeah, absolutely love using placeholders. They save my life so much. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that on the cash tray. And then I need, of course, a pen. And I think that is pretty much everything. So now that we have all of that, let's go ahead and I'm just going to move my calculator just right up here until I'm ready to use it. And then yeah, let me go ahead and grab my binders. Okay, so these are my binders that I'm going to be condensing in today's video. We have my holiday binder, my low priority binder, and my high priority binder. So you can find these binders in my Etsy shop, minus this one. I actually discontinued this taupe color, but I do have the beige and the cream binders in my shop. My beige binders are actually, they're sold out technically, but I did get a new shipment of them in. I just have to process them. So yeah, as soon as I'm done with that, they'll be available in the shop again, and you guys can purchase them if you want to. Okay, so for the first binder, I'm just going to set these to the side. The first binder that we are going to be condensing is my high priority binder. I know I have a bunch of 20s in some of my envelopes, so we're going to start there first. Okay, so I am not going to be condensing my spending or my husband's. I might do Emma's, but we'll see. Okay, so we're going to start off in car insurance. So yeah, look at all of those 20s. Definitely need to condense that down. All right, so for car insurance, we have 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 40, 60, 80, 300, 320, 40, 60, 80, 400, 420, 40, 60, 80. So $480 in car insurance. So I'm going to keep 80, and I'm just gonna try to get the nicer bills. Okay, perfect. And then we are going to grab a $400 placeholder. Okay. So we have 400, 420, 40, 60, and 80. So that's going back into my car insurance envelope. And then this money right here should be 400. So we have 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84. Perfect. So we have $400 right there. And then I'm going to just write on my piece of paper that $400 went into car insurance. So I do this so that at the end, when I'm done with my cash condensing, I know exactly like how to divvy up all of the cash, because at the end there's going to be a whole bunch of cash on my cash tray, and I need to figure out what I'm putting into my overflow binder and what I'm going to be putting into my high yield savings account. So okay, so this one is all set. Car registration, we just cash stuffed. Car maintenance, we can condense this. So we have 300, 320, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40. So $640. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep the nicer 20s in here. Okay, so those two look good. So now I need a $600 placeholder. But I don't have 600, so I'm gonna do 100 and a 500. Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna put this 300 back because I don't need that. So we have 500, 600, 620, and 640. And this placeholder here is from Grace over at Savings with Grace. I actually got this as a freebie when I ordered from her. So yeah, super cute. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this into car maintenance. Okay, so this should be $300, I believe, because we had that $300 placeholder that we took out. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. Yep, so $300 for car maintenance. Okay. All right, and then home maintenance, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20. Okay, so we will swap that. Let me get a $200 placeholder. Perfect. Okay, so we have $220 in home maintenance. Oh, and this placeholder here is from J Budgets. Super, super cute. Okay, so now this cash should be 200. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. Perfect. So home maintenance. And whenever I do a cash condensing, I like to double, triple check the cash, because it's very, very easy to get lost when you're doing cash condensings. So yeah, don't mind me if you guys see me counting cash like multiple times. All right, so emergency cash, we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So 155. So let me go ahead and just put 55 here. And then let's get a $100 placeholder. Okay, so this should be 155. So 100, 120, 40, 55. And this placeholder is from Angela over at Emso Budgets. Super, super cute. I swear, you guys, like my friends in this community, you guys make the cutest freaking placeholders ever. I wish I can buy everyone's placeholder. Yeah, so let's just straighten that out a little bit. Okay, so this should be $100. We have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So that was emergency. All right, and then medical, we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So we're gonna just switch this for a 20. And whenever I do like straight like cash, condensing like cash on cash and not pulling a placeholder, I do not write that down because I'm not going to be, yeah, like I don't need to write it down. So when it's straight cash for cash, I don't write it down, but when I'm doing like a placeholder swap, then I write it down. So medical has 20, 30, 35. Okay, and then dental 15 or 10, 15, 20, and 25. So we're gonna swap these two, or that 20 for a 20. So $25 in dental. And then vision, we just cash stuffed. Medication, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. So let's go ahead and get $30. So 20, grab a nicer 20. So 20 and 30. So $35. I'm gonna put this in the envelope first so I don't get mixed up. Okay, so this should be $30. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Okay, and then household. So I like to keep smaller change in household because we do tend to use this, take money out from here. So I'm going to leave that. For personal care, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. This one I'm going to go ahead and condense. So I need $30. And oh, I don't really have that many great 10s in here. Okay, so we have 20, 35. And then water softener, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. All right, so I'm going to drop that 20 and then pick up a $100 placeholder. So this one is from my bestie Melina over at the Millennial Dollar. So there's 120 for my water softener envelope. Okay, so this should be $100. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. Okay, and I'm just gonna put that really bad, these two bad 10s, I'm gonna put them in the back so that I don't pick them up. Okay, so then that was water softener. Got 100. All right, and then we're gonna go back to Emma's envelope because I think I am going to condense hers. Okay, so she has 300, 400 for 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So $450. So we are going to, let's do, okay, we'll get the $400 placeholder first and take this one. And then I need $50. So I'm just going to pick up two 20s. Okay, so 400, 420, 40, and 50. Okay, so Emma, we just swapped out $100, right? Yeah, it was $100. Okay, so that is all that I'm gonna do for my high priority, and holy moly, you can definitely tell the difference. Oh my gosh, it feels so much better being condensed. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now I'm going to jump into my low priority binder. This one is pretty thick as well. Okay, so rainy day fund. We have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So 140. Pick up a placeholder. So this one again is from Angela at Emso Budgets. So 140 in rainy day fund. Okay, so then this should be 100. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Okay. So rainy day, got 100. Okay, clothes, we have 20, so we're just gonna pick up a 20. Haircuts, we have 10, 20, 25, and 30. So let's go ahead and wait. Yeah, what am I doing? There we go. All right, 10, 15, and 20. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to pick up a 20. Okay, so 30 for haircuts. Family fun, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57. So I'm gonna just pick up $40. And that is a bad 20, so put that in the back. Okay. So 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, and 57. Perfect. Parents, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, and 120. All right. Let me grab placeholder. Okay, so this one is from Angela at Emso Budgets. So 120 for parents. Okay, so this should be 100. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. All right, gifts, I like to just keep the 20s in there. Birthday parties, we're going to keep. School expenses, so we have 50, 100, 110, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So 145. And I'm just going to keep the 250s in here. And we're just going to swap $45. So 20 and 40. So for school expenses, we have 50, 100, 120, 140, 145. So then this cash here should be $40. So we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. Okay. Teacher gifts, we're going to keep. Irrigation. I mean, I don't think we're going to use the money, but I might as well just condense it. So we have 100, 110, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. So 165. So I'll just go ahead and drop that and then pick up, oh wait, no, 165. So I'll just pick up 3 20s. All right, so we have 100, 120, 40, 60, 65. Okay, and then, so this should be $60. So we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, membership fees. We have $10 in there. I will just go ahead and pick up a 10. Minnesota State Fair, I think I'm just going to leave it as is because we do like to have the smaller cash in there when we are at the fair. Okay, landscape, we have 5, 10, 15, and 20. So we'll just grab a 20, put that in there. For travel, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, and 120. Okay. All right, so we have a $100 placeholder here from J Budgets as well. So that's 120 in travel. Okay, and then this should be 100. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. So we have travel at $100. All right, so Yay, it's looking a lot better. Oh my gosh. I think if I take out my Minnesota State Fair envelope, it'll be even better. But all right, so 2 binders down, 1 more to go, which is my holiday binder. Okay. So for Mother's Day, we have $5, $10, $15, $20, $25. So we're gonna just swap these for a 20. So there's 25. Same thing with Father's Day. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so there's 25. And then Halloween, we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. So let me just keep 8, and then we're going to pick up 40. That's a bad 20. Oh my gosh, these are pretty bad. There we go. Okay, so we have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, and $48 for Halloween. Okay, and then this cash here should be 40. So we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. All right, Thanksgiving, we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, and 120. So let's go ahead and pick up a placeholder. Okay, so this one here is from Angie over at Angie's Finance. So we have 120 going into Thanksgiving. Okay, and then this should be $100. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. All right. Black Friday, we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So let's go ahead and pick up 2 20s. Perfect. All right, now Christmas. I know I can condense this one. So we have 400, 600, 700, 800, 820, 40, 60, 80, 80, 900, 920, 930. So what I'm going to do is we are going to, so I'm going to drop the 30, and this is 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200. So we're going to put 200 down, and let me write that because with all of these placeholders, it's going to get really confusing. So $200 in cash. So we had a total of 930. So I just need to get $900 in placeholders, which, yes, perfect. So I have a $500 placeholder there. So this is 500, 930, which is what we started out with. Yay. Okay. And then we have New Year's Eve, which has 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 2, and 3. So I'm going to keep $3 and then swap this for 40. Okay. So we have 20, 40, 41, 2, and 3. And then this should be $40. So we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Okay. Just gonna move everything up a little bit so I can have one more slot here for the ones. Okay, and that's it for my holiday binder. So I believe that is everything that I wanted to condense today. So I'm going to go ahead and add all of these up, and whatever is on here should be on my my cash tray. So let's go go ahead and just do this. So we should have a total of $1,800 on my tray. So now is the fun part where I get to count all of this cash and hope that it totals up to $1,800. So, all right. I like to do this in parts. So I'm going to do like the bigger bills first. So we have $100, $200, and $300. All right. So for 20s, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. 20, 40. Okay, so now for the 10s, I'm gonna just break this in half. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, oh, why do I have a 5 in here? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 60. All right, so counting the 5s, I'm going to split that in half. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Yay! So we have $1,800, which is what we have on paper right here. So that means that we did this cash condensing correct. Nothing is missing, which is the best part. I swear, every time I film these cash condensings, I always hold my breath because they can get really, really tricky if you're not paying attention. And when you mess up, it's really hard to figure out what went wrong. So yay, that is pretty much everything for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you guys, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.